Most footballers train on perfectly manicured pitches. Erling Haaland meditates in a cave. While other strikers party in nightclubs, Haaland sits in complete darkness, breathing, focusing, becoming something more than human. This isn't normal. This is obsession. This is a machine learning to hunt. But it wasn't always like this. Before the goals, before the records, before the fear he instills in every defender, there was a boy born in Leeds, England on July 21, 2000. His father, Erling Haaland, was a professional footballer playing for Leeds United. His mother, Gry Marita, was a former heptathlete. Genetics loaded the gun. Obsession pulled the trigger. When Erling was 3, his family moved back to Norway, to Bryn, a small town where his father had played. While other kids dreamed of being footballers, Erling lived it. Football wasn't a hobby, it was oxygen. But here's what nobody tells you. Young Haaland wasn't a prodigy. He was good, not great. He was fast, but not the fastest. Strong, but not the strongest. What separated him was something else entirely, an unnatural ability to know where the ball would be before anyone else did. Goals aren't luck, they're mathematics. Angles, timing, space. Master these, and you become inevitable. His father noticed it immediately. This boy doesn't guess where to run, he calculates it. It was instinct combined with intelligence, a lethal combination that would later make him unstoppable. But teenage Haaland had a problem: his body. At 15, he was tall but skinny, awkward, growing too fast. His joints ached, his coordination lagged behind his ambition. Coaches worried, too gangly, needs to fill out, maybe he won't make it. Erling heard the doubts, and something inside him snapped. If his body was the problem, he'd remake his body. This wasn't going to be normal training. This was going to be total transformation. While his teammates went home after practice, Haaland stayed. Extra shooting drills, extra sprints, extra everything. But it wasn't enough. He needed more. He started researching sleep science, nutrition, recovery protocols, mental conditioning. He read studies on athletic performance like other teenagers read social media. He wasn't just training to be good, he was engineering himself to be perfect. The diet came first. Most footballers eat what they want and hope for the best. Haaland became obsessive. Everything measured, everything calculated, protein intake optimized, carb timing precise. Even his water consumption was planned. His teammates thought he was crazy. Imagine being 16 and weighing your food, tracking your sleep, refusing parties because they interfere with recovery. They called him boring, obsessive, weird. He didn't care. They weren't thinking 5 years ahead. He was. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. I chose most. Then came the physical transformation. Between 16 and 19, Haaland added muscle mass that shouldn't be possible naturally. Legs became tree trunks. Core became granite. But he didn't lose speed, he got faster. Stronger and faster. That's not normal. That's systematic optimization. But the most important transformation was mental. Haaland discovered meditation, visualization, mental conditioning. He'd sit for hours, eyes closed, visualizing every movement, the run, the position, the finish, over and over until his subconscious could execute it without thinking. He studied strikers obsessively, not just watching them, analyzing them. Cristiano Ronaldo's positioning, Lewandowski's timing, Ibrahimovic's arrogance, Messi's efficiency. He wasn't copying anyone. He was synthesizing the perfect striker from football's greatest minds. And then the cave. In Norway, Haaland found a spot,
literally a cave where he'd go to meditate in complete silence and darkness. Sounds crazy? Maybe, but great athletes are usually crazy. They see things others don't. They do things others won't. His father understood. He's not just training his body, he's programming his mind.
At 19, Haaland joined Red Bull Salzburg in Austria. Nobody outside Norway had heard of him. Within months, everyone would know his name. His debut in the Austrian Bundesliga? Hat trick. His first Champions League appearance? Hat trick. His third Champions League match? Hat trick against Genk. Defenders had never seen anything like it. He wasn't just scoring, he was dominating, bullying grown men, running through defenses like they were training cones. And that celebration, the meditation pose, legs crossed, eyes closed, zen. While stadiums erupted, he sat in perfect calm. It was terrifying. Champions League defenders, some of the best in the world, couldn't handle him. He was too fast to outrun, too strong to outmuscle, too smart to outsmart. And his finishing? Clinical, ice cold, emotionless efficiency. Liverpool's Virgil van Dijk, the world's best defender, faced him. After the match, he said, "He's a monster, absolutely a monster." When the best defender on earth calls you a monster, you're doing something right. By January 2020, Salzburg couldn't hold him. Europe's giants circled. Manchester United wanted him. Juventus made offers. Real Madrid called. But Borussia Dortmund moved fastest. 20 million euros, the steal of the century. I don't fear defenders. Defenders fear me. They can feel it when I'm near. That's not arrogance. That's fact. January 18th, 2020. Haaland's Bundesliga debut for Borussia Dortmund. He came on as a substitute in the 56th minute. Within 23 minutes, he scored a hat trick. 23 minutes. 3 goals. Bundesliga defenders didn't know what hit them. This wasn't normal. Rookies don't score hat tricks in their debut, especially not as substitutes. But Haaland wasn't normal. He was different, built different, wired different, programmed to score. The goals kept coming. Every match, multiple goals. Defenders tried everything. Physical intimidation? He was stronger. Speed? He was faster. Tactical awareness? He was smarter. There was no answer. Bundesliga legends spoke in disbelief. We've never seen anything like this. Journalists searched for comparisons. They couldn't find any. This wasn't Lewandowski's technical brilliance or Ronaldo's athleticism. This was something new. A hybrid, a perfect storm of physical and mental attributes. His record in his first season at Dortmund, 16 goals in 18 appearances. Ridiculous. Unprecedented. But here's what scared defenders most. He was improving. Every match, he learned something new, adapted, evolved. Then came the Champions League. He didn't just participate, he dominated. He destroyed PSG's defense, made Sergio Ramos look slow, turned Champions League matches into personal highlight reels. 41 goals in 41 games across all competitions, 1 goal per game. As a teenager. But this is where Haaland's genius showed. He wasn't satisfied. Most players would celebrate breaking records. Haaland studied them to find where he could improve. Every goal he reviewed. Every miss he analyzed. What could be better? What needs adjusting? His teammates revealed something chilling. He doesn't celebrate goals anymore during training. He expects them. Scoring is just what he does. It's like breathing. Scoring goals is easy when you've already scored them 1,000 times in your mind. Summer 2022.
Manchester City triggered his release clause, 60 million euros. For any other player, that would be expensive. For Haaland, it was robbery. Pep Guardiola, the greatest coach in the world, got his perfect weapon. But people doubted. The Premier League is different. He won't score like this in England. Pep's system doesn't suit strikers. Haaland heard every doubt, smiled, destroyed them all. His Premier League debut, 2 goals. His next match, another goal. His third match, hat-trick. By September, defenders were terrified. By October, they were traumatized. By November, they'd given up hope. He scored goals nobody else could score, out-jumping defenders 6 inches taller, out-sprinting players known for speed, finishing with his left, his right, his head. It didn't matter. Every body part was a weapon. Then came the treble season. Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League. City won everything. And Haaland? He broke every record that existed. 52 goals in all competitions, 36 Premier League goals, breaking the record that stood for decades. Champions League record, Golden Boot, Premier League Player of the Season, PFA Player of the Year, every individual award possible. But here's what made it terrifying. He could have scored more. He hit the post 13 times. 13 almost goals. If those had gone in, we'd be talking about 70 goals in a season. 70. Defenders started having nightmares, literally. Liverpool's defenders admitted they couldn't sleep before facing him. Arsenal's defense needed therapy. Even Van Dijk, who'd called him a monster at 19, had no answers at 22. And that celebration, the meditation pose. After destroying Arsenal, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, sitting cross-legged, eyes closed, completely calm while stadiums collapsed in chaos around him. It wasn't just a celebration. It was psychological warfare. It said, "This is easy for me." They call me a machine. Machines don't sleep. Machines don't stop. Machines execute their programming perfectly. So yes, I'm a machine.
But Haaland is more than goals. He's a mindset, a philosophy, a different breed of athlete. His daily routine is insane. He tracks everything: sleep quality, measured by devices, heart rate variability, monitored constantly, diet planned to the gram, recovery protocols that would exhaust normal people, ice baths, hyperbaric chambers, specialized massages. His diet became legendary. He eats the most expensive meat, grass-fed, organic, perfect protein sources. He eats heart and liver for nutrients. Most people find that disgusting. Haaland doesn't care about normal. He cares about optimal. His sleep routine: blue light blocking glasses 2 hours before bed, room temperature precisely controlled, complete darkness, consistent schedule, 8 to 10 hours every night, no exceptions, no parties, no distractions. Teammates tried keeping up with him. They couldn't. One Manchester City player said, "Training with Erling is exhausting, not because he trains harder, because his standards are impossible. He expects perfection from himself, and it makes you feel lazy even when you're working hard." The meditation continues. He still finds quiet spaces, sometimes literally sitting in corners of stadiums before matches, eyes closed, breathing, entering his zone. Other players listen to music. Haaland listens to his heartbeat slowing, his mind focusing, his body preparing to hunt. At 23 years old, Haaland has already broken records that should take entire careers to approach. Fastest to 20 Champions League goals, fastest to 30, fastest to 40. Every Champions League record for speed of goals, all his. Premier League record for most goals in a season, destroyed. Previous record stood for years.
he broke it with matches remaining. Could have scored 50 if he'd pushed harder. Hat tricks, he scores them like they're regular goals. His hat trick record is already approaching Messi and Ronaldo territory. They took 20 years, he's done it in 3. But here's what's terrifying. He's still improving. Every season, he gets better, smarter, more efficient. At 23, he's not at his peak yet. His peak might be unstoppable. Football statisticians calculated his trajectory. If he stays healthy, he'll break every scoring record that exists. Messi's goal tally? Reachable. Ronaldo's numbers? Possible. He's not just chasing legends, he's hunting them. Records exist to be broken. I don't chase records, I destroy them.
What makes Haaland different from every striker before him? It's not just talent. The world is full of talented players who didn't maximize their potential. It's the obsession, the discipline, the refusal to be anything less than perfect. While Messi had natural genius and Ronaldo had unmatched work ethic, Haaland has something else: systematic optimization. He's not just a footballer, he's a project, an experiment in human potential. He studies sleep science papers, consults with nutritionists monthly, analyzes every goal and miss, adjusts his technique constantly, uses meditation to control mental state. This isn't normal athletic preparation. This is elite military special forces preparation applied to football. His father was forced to retire early due to a brutal tackle. That injury haunts Haaland. He won't end like that. His recovery protocols, his injury prevention work, his obsession with body maintenance, it's all to avoid his father's fate. He's not just chasing goals, he's chasing a complete career. And the meditation cave, it's a metaphor. While the world distracts itself with noise, Haaland finds silence. While others seek comfort, he seeks discipline. While others hope to be great, he systematically builds greatness. At 23, with over 200 career goals already, with every record falling before him, with defenders across Europe terrified of his name, Erling Haaland isn't finished. He's barely started. The scary part? He's improving. Every season, every match, every goal teaches him something new. The machine is learning, the Viking is evolving, and football has never seen anything like it.